Do it before you're ready. Yeah. Okay. So, fiddling. I really got to get a better setup. I saw something that might work. Yeah. It's a clamp. I don't know that it would though. Like, I'm assuming it would work, but that might not be accurate. It could be too good to be true, but food for thought. And I guess if I used my tripod, that could definitely always work. But then I would have to set that up, and I just don't want to. Oh goodness. I'd rather have a thing that was like easier to set up. I think that's why I'm resisting it. Yeah. That's probably it. Anyway, yeah. So, it is Sunday, which means it's time for a Stashcast. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a radio blah, 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 muffins. Okay, let's try this again. Tongue twisters! My name's not that bad. Aradia Nawari. I'm the resident witch and creatrix over to Radia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. So, there we go. Alright. I gotta work on my intro now, too. My outro is better. I gotta work on the intro. Speaking of, I updated my outro somewhere, but not everywhere. And yeah, I like to make edits to my outline in the middle of my videos for those of you who are new. Why the fuck not? Like, seriously, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, it's not like it matters. Yeah, we don't aim for perfection over here at all. We do aim to get better, but yeah, perfection no. So don't mind me, my eyes itch horribly. Hooray, allergy season. Okay. Alright. The whole purpose of the Stashcast. Alright, so the stash is what artists refer to when they're talking about the materials that they collect. You'll hear this in reference to fabric, yarn, beads, buttons, thread, whatnot. It can also apply to the tools that you collect, and in this case, that's what we're talking about. Anyway, let's take these out. So, the thing about stash is, it just kind of happens. Even if you're like me and you're fairly minimalist, yeah, nobody who knows me would believe that, but I really actually am. Stash happens. It's like shit happens, stash happens. I am grossly unprepared, so I'm like trying to get said tools closer to my face so I can show them to you when we get there. But anyway, it's a thing that happens. And sometimes that happens without your notice, and sometimes you stop and you realize you're collecting stuff. But invariably it happens if you start doing an art form long enough, because you need supplies, right? Eventually you start collecting them. And then, maybe something was on sale or just something caught your eye. And so we have stash. I like to share my stash so that you can see what I do with it, get ideas for maybe what to do with your stash, and just so we can all enjoy the pretties, right? Yes, hooray! So there you go. And this kind of lets you know inside of the artist and, what I do and how I work and what catches my eye and what I use. Which part of the whole purpose of this Patreon is to give people an inside view. Forgot that I turned on my tablet sound because of course I did. Rectification. Let's see. I just need to turn the sound off. There, it's done. Hooray, magic. Magic bananas. I know, it's terrible. It's fucking terrible. I'm a mess today, which I guess suits the fact that my eyes are burning, right? Just nothing's going quite right. Sit there, handled. Anyway, so what I've got stashed is my Clover hooks. This is actually a new stash. They're used for crocheting. It's a crochet hook. And it's just, the highlight is this weird, I think it's supposed to be ergonomic. I haven't actually used them yet, so I don't know. Yeah, they will get used for crochet. That's their intended purpose. And actually, I haven't used these. So, first of all, we'll go backwards. If you want to see pictures of everything, you'll see those below. But these are all of the larger sizes. So usually when you get crochet hooks, they come in a commonly used size range, which is usually around like a B to like an I. These are all the one sizes after that. Which, let's see, what we got here. Got a P/Q. I hate that they do the slash. It's really annoying. 12 millimeter, a 9 millimeter, let's see, a 10 millimeter, 8, 6.5, and 7. Yeah, so the 12 and the 7 millimeter, they don't have letters. The rest of them have letters. But this is one of those in-between sizes that you can't find often, that not every hook maker or tool maker has. So that's fun. And then these are the commonly used ones. Da-da-da! So let's see. It is B through J, but that's close. And they look like a rainbow. So excited. This little thing that they were in the package, and it makes them like stand up. So I was like, oh, fuck it. And then we got the special ones. Da, 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 da. The pastels. Now, I hate pastels, by the way. I do like rainbows, though. And these are like, I don't know, these are like fucking candy goth. So the fun thing about these is Clover is a Japanese company, so these are Japanese sizes. They have some sizes, so we've got a 0.6, 0.75, 0.9, 1, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75. I have a bunch of steel hooks that are by Susan Bates, and some of those sizes overlap, but I want to say it's the really small sizes that don't. I think the smallest it goes is 0.75, I think. But, yeah. So, I'm really excited. I like having full sets of things, which is how this came to be. I actually needed this one. I needed this one for a pattern because they needed a 7 millimeter. I couldn't find any, and she was like, oh, well, I used this. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just buy that. But I had the other size, I think, she used in my regular boy hooks. And I was like, well, you know, I could just, like, get the whole set. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, well, the rest of it's this. Right? These are all the loose sizes. Okay, well, I'll just get those. And I'm like, yeah, well, there's like a smaller set. There's the steel hooks, which I actually do use. I haven't used any of them yet. Actually, no, that's not right. I have used the steel hooks because I've been using them while I've been tatting. Because that's one of the uses for very small hooks, is to make joins and tatting with them. Which is also apparently, I think, really popular in Japan. Or at least there's I've seen a lot of people who are Asian descent. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's Japanese or if it's Chinese or Korean, because I'm not overly familiar with the characters of the languages, like, at all. But, anywho, I know it's popular there. And it's reasonably Japan because Clover's a Japanese company, so that wouldn't be like a stretch really. But yeah, no. One of my tatting books is by a person I'm pretty sure is Japanese, Tomoko Morimoto. So yeah, yeah. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. That's really it. Anyway, I'm really excited. I can't wait to use them. I love the colors. That's like my favorite thing about these hooks so far. And at some point in the future, I'll do a proper review. Not right yet because I haven't used them enough to review them. And I like to be a little more thorough, and I just haven't had time to use them, which sounds really funny given that I seem to have a lot of time. We all seem to have a lot of time right now, right? Right? Yeah. Somehow I don't have as much time as I could. I still don't have any time. Big surprise. Anyway, so, yeah. Okay. My brain. Like I said before, if you'd like to see static pictures of all of these, you can scroll into the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link at the very top of the description, and it'll send you over to Patreon. My question for you today is, have you worked with these? What did you think of them? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Would you recommend them to somebody else? You know, whatever. Any kind of commentary you've got about these hooks, I'd love to hear. If you want to get your own, I've got links directly to Clover's site for where you can find all the sets. At the very, well, it's not the very end of the description, but it's at the bottom of the description. As always, you can find me at my websites, which are both linked below, Aradia's Hand and Danae's Divine, and all of my active social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Instagram's where I like to hang out the most. And of course, since you stayed to the end, you get to hear what tomorrow thing is. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow is a Monday motivation. I'm also pretty sure that I don't know because I didn't look. I do this a lot. I mean to look, and then I remember it after the fact, and then I'm like, oh well. And to find out, like, you're sitting on top of my planner, and I have to move everything, and no, okay, just no. I'm sorry. So. I'm pretty sure it should be Monday motivation unless something weird's happening, like the moon is full or something. No, it should be Monday. The moon should be full later this week. So, yeah, that's not close enough for it to be done. Yeah, let's see if I'm motivated. I gotta tell you, I'm probably not gonna be. The only thing I can think of right now is how much my eyes burn and how much I wish they would stop. It's really putting, like, it's kind of my style. Yeah, because I can't deal with it. It's making me, like, a little neurotic. Yeah, so, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for reading through the weird transcript. It's not a transcript, the show notes below. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this. And consider heading over to Patreon to become a patron so I can continue to do more free stuff like this. And if you're watching this from Patreon, I really appreciate you. Thank you for being a patron. Thanks for following me. Thanks for letting me in your inbox. You're super awesome. Yeah, and until tomorrow. All right, toodles.